A glimpse short reading of Chapter 1 from the novel Karma. The fountain of karma is strongest at the origin. Written and read by Lindo van Gass. Boekcover designed through Zea Design Studios. Printed by Groep 7 drukkers. Be sure to hit the subscribe button and thumbs up for more videos like this. Cinta Boukhari is adventurous. She is determined to discover her life dreams outside the city walls of Karma. But since Prince Armand happened to arrive in Karma, her positive outlook on life changed drastically. Marcel, her friend from childhood's infinite love for her, made the taste of life's sweetness actually become bitter. Jofré and Leanor fear for the division of wonder, who will bring peace to the desert land. Will the pain fade if the prince let the flower of the desert go? Is the Oasis spring water strong enough to help Cinta define who she really is? Karma. It is claimed that if you drink from this water, you undertake the law of the city Karma. It is a honorable doctrine that intentions must be paid to the old scriptures. Good and bad deeds in one life are rewarded or punished and carry over to the next life. So use the doctrine of karma as the fountain in your life and build on it, because your actions in life will determine your future. Chapter 1. It is a sweltering hot afternoon in the Sahara Desert. In a footpath about a kilometer outside the city of Karma, two weak and distressed horses walked slowly in the scorching oven hot heat of the desert. They came to a halt at the oasis, their heads down, nostrils flared, 2 steps closer into the cool, moist sand into which their hoofs sink, and then they began to slurp. Over the one horse's back hangs a motionless load, wrapped in a large silk blanket with ruby red stripes and tassels that flutter in the wind. On the other horse's back is a tired man, lame and tame, and all that is in his head, thirst, damn thirsty, thirsty to the death. His body tumbles off the horse's back and falls onto the wet, loose sand where he lies dead still for a while before he rolls onto his stomach, drags himself closer to the water on his knees and drinks greedily. Soon a group of people forms around him. He holds out one hand and wants to scream, but he can't get a word out. A hand plucked at his shoulder. "Sir, sir, can we help you?" He hears voices. He's aware of people, but everything around him becomes blurry. His eyes are tired and he sinks into a deep sleep. "This rich and miserable scarf, I just can't take it anymore." Cinta looked at herself in the mirror. The scarf contrasts strikingly with the colors of her eyes, but color does not smooth her mood today. She plucked off the headband annoyed. Her long hair tumbles loosely around the shoulders, and with the scarf she wipes the drop of sweat from her open chest and neck. "I wish I never have to wear this miserable thing again. I want to be loose and comfortable and let the wind blow my hair free." She's a young woman and rules are rules. Everything must be covered. She splashed water over her face and looked in the mirror. One day is one day. Then I will run far away, go looking for a whole new and more exciting adventure than life here in Karma. She wrinkles on herself in the mirror and smiles. Wonder what Dad will say if he hears what I'm thinking. Just yesterday the old woman wanted to tattoo her, but luckily she was able to escape that tradition. She told her father that she was not interested in the old traditions and he should not do this to her. That tattoo is permanent on her face. What Western man would want to marry her with old-fashioned tattoo designs on her face that have no meaning? She took off her overskirt and relaxed flat on her back, arms underneath her head, on her soft bed. She stared at the roof's old famous printings, stars and moons. She already knows each one so well by heart that she can redo this entire roof just like that. It just makes her sigh deeply again. Her dreams is to get away from karma, to escape the place where all these old people and her father can't find her. She smiles because one day she will break away from karma. A knock on the door made her stand up. The wind swept her hair to one side as she swung the door open. "Hello, Cinta. Hi. And why is this beautiful hair of yours loose? You're disobedient, you know." It is her friend standing by the doorstep. "Hello, girl. Friend, come. Welcome in," she said, holding the door open for Romania, her red bag over her shoulder as usual. They immediately sat down on the bed and held hands while staring into each other's eyes with expressionless faces. After a few minutes, Cinta smiles because she simply cannot contain her laughter anymore. "Got you. You couldn't anymore, right?" laughs Romania and Cinta giggle together. The two always entertain themselves with games like that and they try to outwit each other. "To what do I owe you your visit? I miss you and I want to tell you so many things." "Cinta, you and your spontaneous cheerfulness. What's on your mind today? Please share it with me." Romania holds Cinta's hand tightly, stuck in anticipation of her friend's heart secrets. Just as Cinta opened her mouth to tell about her plans, they hear noises coming from the outside. They quickly look at each other and fly up to look out the window of what is causing the commotion. First, they playfully push and shove each other to be able to look out the window first, and laugh out loud. Both are hanging out of the window, still purring. Then it's like a cat that tasted sour milk, and the fun stops. Their mouths hang open in surprise. Down in the courtyard by the garden, two men lie on the ground. One's head lies on a pillow and the other man lies under a cloth that covers him halfway. Only his head, chest and bare sandy feet sticks out. Leanor, the housekeeper, is pacing back and forth with her hands in the air. She keeps talking about the two strangers who were brought to the house by the Oasis workers. However, the group just stood there and shrugged their shoulders. They did what they felt was right. Cinta and Romania look at each other and back at the buzzing below. The two old women from the house next door, Leanor's friends, also approach us curiously to see what is going on. Cinta's father, Jofré, was busy with Karma's financial statements in his study when he heard the commotion in the courtyard and immediately came to see what was going on. He looked at the two figures on the ground with a frown. What would they come to do in Karma? Judging by the living man's cloth, it is his suspicion that they come from Egypt. He looked up at Cinta's bedroom window. He knows she will come to investigate out of pure curiosity, but he doesn't want her to see the lifeless body. Leanor is still muttering a string of prayers for the bad luck that will befall them over the dead body of a stranger on their doorstep. Her suspicions is legendary and is greater than anyone else's in Karma. Cinta guilelessly slammed the window shut and she and Romania wrestles to get out the door first to also go and see what's happening in the courtyard. Cinta is out first, without a scarf and overskirt and with bare feet, but she doesn't even think about the rebuke that will hit her again from all sides. Romania is short on her heels. When they stopped at her father and a crowd of people in the garden, she couldn't make out what the commotion was about. "Dad, what's the fuss about?" She immediately knelt next to the living man. "Get up, Cinta." Jofré quickly plunged Cinta back to her feet, but she wiggles herself out of her father's strong grip. "Come closer, you people. Take the body away to the basement immediately, please. I will pay attention later and make a decision. Hurry up. Go, go. The son draws water." He ordered the garden workers burst. He is not an expert, but has a good idea that the dead body has been hanging over the horse's back for some time. Jofré suspected that a big battle must have taken place somewhere in the south of Egypt. Without him being informed about it, there were indeed rumors of no man's land the rebels fighting, but this war has long been over some time. He will make it his mission to get behind this hatchet. The two men look very much like Egyptians, but he feels extremely uncomfortable. Please go and inform my colleagues that they must come and help me at the stables and that there will be a meeting at my house later. And when you are done there, please go and call Marcel. Let him know to meet me at the stables too, Jofré ordered his servant. Cinta looks after the garden workers, then back at the man in front of her on the ground. Romania is just as dazed and plucks her friend by the sleeves. Cinta, maybe you should see if he can hear you. Maybe he'll tell you his name or where they are from, she whispered so only Cinta could hear. Please watch the space for the follow-up book on karma. The author surprises the reader once again with the second book, Kismet. I hope you enjoyed the reading.